Welcome back. Just like I said earlier, we have with us Linus Okorie, who is a leadership coach and a human capital development consultant. I've been privileged to watch you speak at a couple of events, and I've seen how you've worked with young people to help empower them, most especially with knowledge, because where there's knowledge, there's life, and with all that you do. I also read recently you're starting something new, which we'll try to find out about. But before we get to that, you watched the conversation by two brilliant young people talking about youth employment, entrepreneurship, and productivity. And so I would ask you, do you feel there's a skill gap or there are lack of opportunities in Nigeria for the large population of young people?
So let's say they are both the skill gaps,
Yeah.
quite a lot of it. In terms of the opportunities, we need leaders, more leaders that have the capacity to push and create opportunities, just like the president just did recently,
Yes.
approving 75 billion for 3 years for investment in the young people in Nigeria.
About 63 million people.
That's amazing. So
Yes.
we need more of those types of opportunities. You know, we have the young people willing, to do great stuff. All we need to do is, beyond just creating the opportunity, we also invest in their leadership competences, so that if you can build the leadership competences of young people, then you can build a nation like never before, because everybody begins to move and with speed to get things done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The enterprising capacity just come alive because there's investment in training, there's investment in redirecting young people to be able to understand where they're going to, and then there's a collaboration between the young people and the older generation. You can't, when I was younger, I used to think that, young people can do it alone. No, but you just need a collaboration, mentors, who have done stuff, achieved greatness, and then they bring out time to invest in the younger people. That's actually the way to go.
So I've seen a lot of great ideas and potentially great businesses disappear and fade away because most people feel just hard work and having the skill is all you need.
Yes.
But I believe in storytelling.
Yes.
And in business, the storytelling part of it is the marketing. And so marketing takes about 60%
Yes.
of what it takes for your business to be successful. And this also means that the leaders of the business should be able to tell their story,
Yes.
which is where public speaking and comportment comes in.
Absolutely.
And I know you're doing something, the Gotney Institute?
Yes, a very interesting thing is that for the first time in the history of Nigeria, we have just set up the most comprehensive leadership center in the country. What I mean, I travel every year so many times to invest in my personal development, from Harvard to some of the short courses I run around institutions in the world. And we spend so much money. A lot of people spend so much money traveling overseas. But what we have been able to do is that in Abuja, we have been able to create the most comprehensive leadership center with over 25 courses, short courses that are being run there, as well as mobilizing facilitators from around the world, from Brand Tracy to some of the best names in leadership development. And so I think that this is the biggest thing that is happening to this country right now, because we need to mobilize those in private sector, public sector, and invest in their leadership development, because leadership development is a language of the future. That's exactly, most of the big brands doing well in the world today, they've been impacted by leadership development like never before. So that's why this week coming week, right, we realized that public speaking and comportment, personal comportment, as well as a life of influence, it's so important for leaders to acquire public speaking skills. No leader can communicate policy effectively if he or she is not trained in the act of communication, in the act of effective communication, in the act of public speaking. Because public speaking is about making presentations that win results, that win support. I mean, how do you get to that boardroom and they just ask you to speak about your product or service, it is the way you can speak about it that the people will just, everybody will be excited about it. What about the political class? In National Assembly, want to project emotion. I mean, currently I'm training some of them privately, but the point I'm making is that every individual, whether you're a businessman, whether you are a leader in a government agency, whether you are a governor, you're a minister, it doesn't matter what position that you own in society. It is priority, top priority for you to invest in one, your ability to speak with power and influence, for you to invest in your capacity to comport yourself, even when you are provoked. Even when people provoke you, how do you, comport yourself in such a way that you will assertively make your point without, sounding rude, literally. How do you, take one idea from where it is right now to the next level? It's about public speaking. Public speaking is where it is. So Wednesday, Thursday next week, the Gotney Leadership Center is creating an opportunity for only 20 executives because of we're going to do physical distancing, all the safety measures, and very interesting, even those who are not available in Abuja from different parts of the world can connect, can also be part of the program and follow us live from the comfort of their bedrooms or parlors or libraries.
Is this free or is there a
no,
fee?
No, this is, no. I mean, for how many years of my life, I've done a lot of free stuff. Now we're talking about setting up an institution. I'm talking about, if you want to do public speaking in Harvard, you'll be ready to pay, $10,000, $15,000. I went to Brand Tracy. I paid $10,000 just for a short course. So right now we're giving the opportunity, it's about 250,000, that people can have access to the opportunity to speak with power and influence, and that can change one's life completely, literally. And then the other thing is that those who are going to be connecting from various parts of Nigeria or Africa, can also connect at a cheaper rate, literally. But I think the numbers are available for those who are interested.
Yeah.
You want to be able to get a seat. I mean, it's an opportunity that can really transform you completely, because first thing first is that your ability to lead yourself is a great leadership skill.
We just saw the beautiful video which showed the Leadership Center. Looks great and all of that. And so I do commend you for that and the work you're doing. But before you leave, impact. What's the long-term impact you aim to achieve in Nigeria and globally with such an institute? Because impact is how we measure the marketability of what you're doing, the financial gains which prospective people could achieve from this. You've spoken on that briefly, but what's the long-term impact, 5-10 years?
So let's say I was 19 years old, exactly 25 years ago, when the vision of growing leaders for this country came. We've impacted over 300,000 leaders directly and millions through radio and television. Okay. But right now, what we're trying to do is that before, in the civil service, before people are promoted to directorship positions, before they have to go through a leadership development process that has local content. Those of them in the National Assembly, state assemblies, everybody who wants to improve on their leadership skills, the businesses, even small businesses, you need a lot of leadership capital to function. So in the next 5-10 years, we must have created a community of leaders, visionary leaders with passion, commitment, integrity, making a difference and making things happen, within our country. I mean, it's something that is unbelievable. So if you're watching right now and you want to be part of this great vision, this great 2 days of intensive learning with social, physical distance maintained and your safety guaranteed in that sense, all you need to do is send us a message and say, I'd like to be part of this public speaking course. And then my team will attend to you. The number to send a text message to is 081-579-19770. I'll repeat the number again. I think it's on the screen. 081-579-19770. And just for the last time, 081-579-19770. 770. The truth of the matter is that you can't make a difference until you begin to learn how to invest in yourself. That's the future.
Linus Okorie, I'll have another conversation with you in 5 years and 10 years to measure what you've done based on this conversation in the Institute. But it's been a pleasure having you here. I wish you all the best in your training next week and in the near future. I believe this is extremely important for leaders, especially in government, the 3 arms to understand public speaking and comportment. We can't be seen the way we are right now with what we've seen on TV in the last 1-2 weeks. So it is timely. So well done. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you, and we'll have this conversation soon. Okay?
Yes, and I mean, it's so nice having you, and maybe I can even ask you to come and enjoy the session.
I just might. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We still have the social media and entertainment segment. We also have sports and then politics still on the weekend show. We'll be back shortly.